the Minecraft movie. A Minecraft movie. After 11 years in production limbo, it has finally been released in theaters, and I've tasked myself to see it 5 days in a row. Each time in progressively fancier theaters to find out one thing. Is the Minecraft movie truly a Minecraft movie? Well, today's the day. I've played Minecraft since the day it was released on Xbox in 2012. I've filmed and posted over 1,500 videos to this channel since 2014. I went to the Minecraft conventions, bought so much merch over the years, and now a $150 million movie around the world's biggest game is out. And I'm seeing it tonight. I haven't seen any reviews, and I've only watched the first trailer. Will the movie get better? Worse? Will Jack Black sing? La 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 lava. I'm also going to be getting the Minecraft movie deal from McDonald's all 5 days in a row to see which toys I get in their themed partnership. Well, anyways, my showtime for opening night is in 30 minutes, so let's go. So I headed over to the theater for the 10 p.m. showtime on opening day, and instantly, merch was everywhere. Popcorn buckets and drinks of all kind, and even a minecart. Oh wait, that's actually from Snow White. Nice try, Disney. But they even had a wolf, and the advertising was honestly everywhere. Oh gosh.
You gotta get the combo.
Wait, that's the combo.
You gotta get the combo. The dog. You gotta get the combo.
Oh gosh, dude, I know.
Awesome says you have to get the combo.
What can I say? I'm easily influenced. So I filled up my drink with my personal favorite, which is Cherry Mellow Yellow. It's great, trust me. Looks like a strength potion. Do you think it's gonna be good?
Yeah, I have high expectations.
There's a real question. What do you think it has on Rotten Tomatoes?
Oh.
I'm gonna guess it's gonna have 48% for critics.
I was gonna go lower. I'm gonna say it's probably like in the low 30s.
What do you think, Opossum? Okay, perfect. So we headed into the theater.
I don't see a thing.
I poured my popcorn into my new TNT popcorn bucket, and I sat back as it started.
I just really hope it's not bad.
So what'd you think?
It's actually pretty good. I'd watch it again, honestly, too.
Well, I'd watch
You're
it four.
stuck.
I'd
You're
watch
stuck
it 4
for
more
sure.
times. What'd you give it out of 10?
I think 7. It's a solid 7.
Before my actual review, it was time to hit my first McDonald's stop for the Minecraft meal. But after waiting for 2 minutes, it was closed. Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Oh, sorry, 1 second. Can we please get 3 Minecraft Happy Meals? Have a lot of people been ordering the Minecraft meal?
Yeah.
Oh yeah? Look at him. He looks amazing. We got a TNT popcorn bucket too. I'm sure a lot of you guys are bringing your mom to this movie, and if I've learned anything, it's that moms are very busy between life, jobs, family, and everything in between. This Mother's Day, she deserves to be treated to Raycon's everyday earbuds, so she can enjoy her favorite music, podcasts, and calls in crystal clear sound. Their latest model is better and more affordable than ever. With a 32-hour battery life and the option to pair to 2 devices at once with their multi-point connectivity is so nice. Even just 10 minutes of charging will get you 90 minutes of battery life with their quick charge function. Starting at half the price as other premium audio brands, Raycon's everyday earbuds come in a spectrum of vibrant colors and protective cases. My personal favorite is blue. Plus, when everyone's screaming Chicken Jockey for the next year, she'll love using the amazing active noise cancellation feature to her advantage. Or she can use the awareness mode, which amplifies the noise around you when she's in an environment where she needs to pay attention to her surroundings, such as on a walk around the house. I honestly love using them when I edit, travel, and sleep, because their ergonomic design and soft shell tips make it really easy to rest against pillows with no discomfort. And the active noise cancellation has been great for drowning out the sounds of the noisy house around me. They also just don't fall out no matter what you're doing. The protective case has kept it really nice and guarded, and the wireless charging capability has been more than convenient. Go to buyraycon.com/target to get 20% off site-wide. Thank you to Raycon for sponsoring this video, and back to it. I've officially seen the Minecraft movie, everybody, and I gotta say, I kinda liked it. For a first-time watch, I'm pleasantly surprised. It's so parody-like, it's kind of crazy. If you go in expecting it to be like a Super Bowl commercial just for an hour and 40 minutes, that's what this movie is. And as my first watch goes, I would give it a 7 out of 10. We got the Minecraft meal from McDonald's. The drink has like the Minecraft logo on it. Guys, what's in my chest? Look, it's like a trading card. The zombie hamburglar. Look at him. Now, the fries. It's a potato and coal making the McDonald's French fries. The Minecraft Big Mac meal. Oh, there's lettuce on it. There's a crafting grid in there. Okay, so I Am Steve is in the movie, but instead of doing the eyebrow raise thing that he does, It just isn't in the movie. I think Jason Momoa is probably my favorite character in the movie. Well, that's not his name. Like every single line is so hammed up. They don't say, oh, we have to go get the Enderpearls to get to the Nether. They go, we have to go get the Enderpearls so we can go to the Nether.
An Enderpearl.
And they say every line like that. I will say there's one character. His name is Chungus. Yes, actually. My gosh, does he have the weirdest voice I ever expected that character to have. Since it was 3 a.m., I continued my review the next day. So obviously the movie starts out and Jack Black is just bored with his life. You know, as a child, he yearned for the mines, but that old guy was there and he didn't let him go into the mines. He goes back 30 years later, or something like that, where he's full on Jack Black. How old is Jack Black? He's 55. So young Jack Black is probably like 10. So he goes back, what, 30, 40 years later? And that old guy is still there and he looks the exact same. Then there's just a portal in there that takes you to the world of Minecraft. And then we have our opening start of the movie. We'll say Dennis, best boy ever. I love him dearly. So then Steve gets captured. He sends his wolf Dennis into the world and puts Cube underneath the bed. Now I was kind of thinking, how is this house still there? If he's been in the Minecraft world long enough for him to go gray, he's just like paying his mortgage off with diamonds or something. And then we're introduced to our side characters. And all I can think about is how Jason Momoa reminds me of Uncle Rico from Napoleon Dynamite.
Back in '82, I used to be able to throw a pigskin quarter mile.
Game of the year 1989. Whatever. I barely think about it.
But he also reminds me of that dojo guy from the movie. Rex Kwando, that sort of guy. So Chugless Idaho was made up for the movie, but all I could read was Chug Glass. A huge highlight for me is Garbage the Garbage Man. What am I saying? Jason Momoa was having the time of his life. He's always the stoic man who just plays all these really like burly, gruff characters. In this, he is like the biggest wimp, but in the best way. But God, the villagers, dude. The villagers disturb me. They're the one thing I can't get used to in the Minecraft world. Hey, maybe my thoughts will change on the next 4 viewings. But next up, I get to see it in 3D. Day 2, and I'm already alone. But hey, at least I get a teaser for what's to come tomorrow. But then I walked into a pretty empty theater, buckled up, and started my second journey. I just got out of it for the second time, and if I were not making this video, that would be the last time I would have seen it. I would have waited for the second movie, because let's be honest, there's gonna be another one. And then I would have watched it again then. But I have to see it 3 more times. Anyways, let's go get the Minecraft meal. When I got to McDonald's for the second time, they delivered tragic news. Would I be able to get 2 of the Minecraft meals? Oh, you're sold out of them. Okay. Can we do a Minecraft Happy Meal then? Have a lot of people been ordering it?
Yes.
Seems like it.
It's so busy.
Wow.
Sold out like the first day.
That's crazy. All right, thank you. To the next McDonald's. After traveling all the way to another McDonald's, it was actually sold out here as well. But, you know, at least they have crafting grids on the table. The Minecraft movie, this time in 3D. Why not start with the Happy Meal? This time, the box is just a bumblebee. Fries have no Minecraft texturing, but we did get a toy. Now, this might be a kid Happy Meal toy, not like the bigger kid version, aka the adult Happy Meal. Okay, so it's a cube. I think it unfolds. Is that Jason Momoa inside? It's just falling apart in my hands. Man, where to begin? Dude, on rewatch, the movie, you get into Minecraft so quick. I gotta time it. I'm gonna time it. Someone leaked the previs of Jack Black dancing in the opening scene, and that's all I could think about during the actual scene. When Jack Black found the Nether portal and he lit it and he goes, Flint and Steel.
Flint and Steel.
One lone guy in the audience just went. Now, we'll say the 3D really made it look like they were standing in front of those like Disney ride machines, or like that thing at Universal where you went on the Fast and the Furious ride on the tram tour and Vin Diesel like crosses his arms and he goes, you did it, champ. And like the background is like clearly green screen.
We don't work for nobody.
The 3D glasses made a lot of the depth of field kind of look like that, especially in the shots where Jack Black was just like, my pink wool house. I noticed 2 different instances where their British accents came through. Now for Finn, he says the line where he says, it's kind of foolproof actually. And I totally heard it there. I don't even know if he's British. I'm gonna find out. His name isn't Finn, it's Henry. Why did I think it was Finn? Why did I think it was Finn? He's from New York, never mind. My point doesn't stand on its feet. Oh, and then there's Jennifer Coolidge. She plays the principal in the movie and they just have kind of like a B plot. And she's barely in the movie, but she definitely stays in your head. She has one line, which is so weird.
Oh, you can bag me up and take me to the curb anytime. But you gotta bungee the lid, because I got a lot of raccoons in there.
Okay. And after the crew goes through the portal into the overworld, a villager finds the portal and goes through into the real world. She also has a line where she says,
everyone wants to sue me once I hit them with my Jeep Grand Cherokee.
so stupid. And then the whole B plot with Jennifer Coolidge happens there. And a line comes up later where Jennifer Coolidge is on a date with the villager and a waitress walks up to their table and goes, "Hey, are you finished?" And Jennifer Coolidge goes,
No, I think he's Swedish.
"Oh." And then it turns night and the casing of the Tesseract looking orb gets destroyed. So they need to find a new casing to get back home. And then they're saved. And my theater, when Steve showed up and goes, "I am Steve," that same guy who pumped his fist earlier went, "Let's go." And he was like filming on his phone. Now the Technoblade homage in this honestly hit my heart again. Almost even harder the first time. It's such an endearing scene and I'm really glad they put that in the movie for him. And I'm honestly looking forward to that the most in my next 3 showings. Now, it being 3D, the only thing that I actually flinched at is in the redstone mines later. And Garrett the Garbage Man Garrison steps on the pressure plate or whatever that Steve set up in the past. It shoots out like a durian or something. And that flew right at the camera. It made me go, whoa. Right in my chair, basically. That was the only thing that felt 3D to me, though, in the whole movie. And my audience was painfully silent. I also thought it was really cute that creepers are like nice and passive until they're provoked. Like once you slap them, they go crazy. Once again, can't stop laughing at Jason Momoa getting battered around by everything. Like they fly out of the portal, he just gets whacked in the face by every person coming through in the beginning. And he has so many Spanish lines. I'm gonna write those down too. What are his Spanish lines? And are they even Spanish?
Vaya con Dios. It means goodbye, brother.
No, it doesn't.
But look at her. It does.
I will say the first we mine, then we craft, Minecraft line. Oh, I cringed the first time. I definitely cringed the second time. Yeah, but watching it again, it just never really felt like there was very many stakes. Everyone always feels like they're on top of everything. And the moment there is conflict, it's resolved very, very, very quickly. So I'm gonna keep an eye out on the third viewing. Overall, second viewing, I gotta give it a 3 out of 5. It wasn't as good as my first viewing, and I still have 3 more to go. So next up, we're gonna see it in Dolby with some of the craziest sound that you can get in movie theaters. And we'll see if that has any impact on my viewing experience. I feel like Thanos, like getting my Infinity Gauntlets, but for the Minecraft movie. 3 more times, 3 more days. I'm already starting to get tired of McDonald's. Day 3 in Dolby Cinemas. I'm so excited to go see it again for the 3rd time.
I'm seeing it for my first time, and you're seeing it for your 3rd time, and then the 4th time, and then the 5th time.
Yay. Dolby Cinema, and look, it's got all their faces. And I'm also here with Opossum. Hello. And with that, I entered my 3rd viewing.
Oh yeah. I had low expectations going into it.
And?
I thought it was cute. I liked it.
Out of 10?
7.
Yeah, I've seen it 3 times. I got 2 more to go. Please help me. Please. Please help me so much. So we went to our 3rd McDonald's of the video to see if they had the meal in stock. Would I be able to order the Minecraft movie meal?
We're actually also out of that meal. We only have the Minecraft Happy Meal.
I'll get a 6-piece nugget.
Any sauce for that?
Let's do another sauce. It's their fry.
It's so tiny.
It's their fry though.
There's no way that's what we ate as kids.
The toy. The Queeper. Another sauce. Nice generous bite. Are you eating my fries? Okay, here we go. That's really good. Why do you have to get so close to me? It's pretty spicy though.
Is it?
Yep.
That is actually pretty spicy.
Yummy. Hey, guess what? Chicken Jockey. I saw it in Dolby. You know, great sound, great sound. Anytime a new movie comes out, I always see it in Dolby. So I was kind of hoping it would freshen up the experience for me. And you know what? It kind of did. Kind of. A little bit. 3rd time, more brutal in some ways, more enjoyable in others. For starters, the audience, definitely more reactive than the last showtime. That helped hold me on by a string. And like I said, I would time it. From the movie opening to Steve entering the overworld is 1 minute and 40 seconds. Like I said, the movie just flies, especially the first 6 minutes. He's in the Nether by 4 minutes. And then after the 6-minute mark, man, when they're introducing all your new characters, we actually don't get back to the world of Minecraft until 24 minutes into the movie. Which on first watch, you're learning their personalities and seeing all their struggles. But on the 3rd watch, I'm just waiting for Minecraft, man. I did notice a few Easter eggs. I was keeping my eyes open. Jason Momoa's license plate is Gamer89. They got the Idaho phone code right, which is 208. I would know because I used to live there. And I also noticed they had Idaho license plates. Definitely not filmed in Idaho. I think it was filmed in New Zealand. That's super obvious to me. And then, you know, they enter the overworld and I was thinking, what happened to her pets? Did she just leave them out in the car for the entire rest of the story? I mean, clearly they're fine by the end, but I guess so. That poor alpaca is probably just stuck with his head outside the window for like 24 hours. When Steve showed up and went, "I am Steve," like, A few people clapped, but it was like little golf applause.
I am Steve.
Also, Garrett the Garbage Garrison only calls Henry Hank for the entire movie. He never gets his name right, even at the very end. But to pick up from last time, basically our crew finds themselves at the village, which is where they sing the first song in this movie. There's 4 different songs in this movie, from Jack Black. La 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 lava. La 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 lava. But yeah, they're at the village trying to find a map, and they have the lovely Technoblade reference. Still hit my heart even on the 3rd time. A fight erupts and breaks out. The group gets separated. You know, speaking of, I had a dream about Minecraft last night, which means I dreamed about Steve, which means I dreamed about Jack Black. I can't say that's the first time. No. I can say that's the first time that's ever happened. But yeah, you know, Malgosia sends in her goons and a fight breaks out at the village. Pretty fun fight, honestly. And then the gas chase them, and Henry, Garrett, and Steve run up to the edge of a canyon. They use their elytras and they go off and they fly. The CGI sucks, but in kind of a fun and appealing way. I've seen it 3 times now, so I can definitely tell you the thing I appreciate about it the most is that the ghasts are super stupid and they die in the saddest ways. They're like big marshmallows that run into rocks. It's great. They all crash, and then he throws out a water bucket and they land on it. And I thought that was pretty cool. I actually really like how the water bucket was used in the story. I've enjoyed that all 3 times I've seen the movie. Then it cuts back to the dinner, and it's like, God, Jennifer Coolidge having dinner with a villager. I can't get over how weird they look. They look so creepy in their teeth.
Not like you.
But that's just the B plots. Then we get backstory on Malgosia, and basically she was on Nether's Got Talents, and they're using the Nether music disc, and basically her dance moves suck enough that they bully her off, and then she loses her creativity, which is why she becomes evil. Which reminds me, I don't even know if I've said it, the plot is pretty weak in this movie. Now the movie's fun, don't get me wrong. You can go in and have a fun time, but it's still not a great story. Not very strong characters. Like overall, I'm still fairly happy with the movie, but I am totally recognizing its flaws big time. But then we get back to our plot of Dawn and Natalie walking through the forest, and that's when they find Dennis, the most lovable best boy ever. His CGI is great, he looks great, love that dog. When Dawn tames the wolf with a bone, the name tag appears on him, Dennis. And she's like, oh, you're Steve's dog, we gotta get you back to Steve. And it's like, did he ever mention Dennis in front of you? I wanna watch out for that next time. But then basically Garrett the Garbage Garrison lifts the orb cube thing off of Henry and uses it as leverage with Steve to go into the diamond mines to get some diamonds, you know, even if it is the more dangerous route. And then, you know, things go bad. Jason Momoa gets bullied more. They use a redstone cart to get out of there, and they escape with a gigantic boom. A few people did say Chicken Jockey when it happened in theaters, so I guess there's that. I kind of wish we got to see more of Steve's fight as well. He kind of beats her really fast, but in the background of a lot of other shots, you see that they're fighting. And the movie did end today with some applause, and some people were very, very happy. And I heard people leaving the theater saying, that was really good, actually. I expected it to be bad. And I was like, hey, didn't we all? I'm going to jump up to 3.25 out of 5 on this viewing, although I am admittedly overseeing the movie. I'm seeing it tomorrow in 40X, which is a wild ride. So we'll see how that goes. Never been in 40X before, but I saw people were on it during like Twister and stuff, and they were getting thrown around. So I kind of hope that happens. But my gosh, even if I'm enjoying the movie, I'm starting to struggle big time. So let's go see it for a 4th time, shall we? 40X. It sounds like the perfect change of pace, and instantly I was blown away. The theater was amazing, and we hadn't even checked in yet. Plus, there was so much new merchandise around to take a look at. But right before going into the movie, something caught my eye. Oh my goodness. Is it a mistake that we're seeing this with a drink in 40X?
Oh, what movie is it?
Minecraft.
Oh, you know what? No, that's not a mistake. That's the perfect movie.
Would you believe me if I told you it's my 4th time seeing it in 4 days?
Is it really? Is it good?
It's okay. This is my 4th time seeing it. I need a drink.
It's my first time, and I also have a drink.
Let's go. This looks crazy. Please don't be as painful. Do you think you'll like it? So we put on our 3D glasses and the showtime began. Oh, water. Oh, wow. A lot of mist. Look how like rigged up these seats are.
Was it like Good. Not like particularly.
What would you give it out of 10?
6 out of 10. How are you feeling after 4 times?
The seat movement helped, but some parts were pretty painful this time. And we have to go get the Happy Meal. All right, the Minecraft meal. Oh, let's hope that they have it. Do you guys have the Minecraft Happy Meal?
A Happy Meal we do have, but for the adults we don't have.
Does that come with a toy?
Yes, it comes with a toy.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, which one did you want?
Oh gosh, I don't know. Any of them.
Any of them? That's a quarter, dude.
Sorry. I thought you meant which toy do I want. Sorry. Yeah, we'll do the chicken nuggets. Let's do a 6-piece. We'll do the Nether sauce, and for drink we'll do Coke. In my defense, I thought he's asking me what toy I wanted. And I was like, well, any of them.
I can't believe you tried to do dealer's choice at McDonald's.
Which Happy Meal do you want? Any of them.
It's water.
It's Sprite.
It's Sprite?
It better not be the stone block.
Is this what you've gotten?
I don't know. No, it's the exact same thing I got. Okay,
What are you supposed to do with this toy?
Did they not even put a Nether sauce in there?
The fries are cool too.
Let it be known they charged me for Nether sauce and they didn't give it to me. This is the 3rd McDonald's I've been to where they haven't had the Minecraft meal. 40X, you have your 3D glasses, you have mist, you have moving seats. I will say this breathed much needed life into the movie, and I don't think it was because of the movie itself, but more because of the environment I was in. We got throttled. But before we get into that, we'll get into some of the other details I noticed. Something I realized during the showtime is that the reason that Natalie and Henry are in Chugless, Idaho is because it was her mom's dying wish for them to be there, which is kind of strange when you hear that it's one of the lowest rated cities in the country, apparently. Right after they go into the world of Minecraft, the villager shows up, the one that goes on the date with Jennifer Coolidge. And the moment he showed up, there was an audible groan from the audience. Like, yeah, they look like villagers, but when you take them into live action, they just look... The best thing to come out of this movie has got to be the iron golems and wolves. They did those pretty well.
But they're a bunch of big softies!
But basically, to pick up from earlier, after escaping the mines, they go to the Woodland Mansion. They use a diversion, so Henry goes up to the storage room, whereas Jack Black and Jason Momoa distract all the other mobs of the mansion. So while Henry finds the case for the orb and fights an Enderman, Jack Black and Jason Momoa are basically put into a Vindicator fight club, and Jason Momoa fights the Chicken Jockey. And that's the main thing you're seeing everywhere, where people are throwing their popcorn and they're bringing actual chickens into the theater. Police have showed up, theaters have been releasing flyers, PSAs, and even making dedicated Chicken Jockey showtimes for the crazier fans. Well, for me, one lone kid in the audience went Chicken Jockey as it happened. And that kid, oh my gosh, the whole movie, he was like a broken record, saying all of the memes that he could think of. Nothing would even be happening on screen when he was saying it. I will say, when Malgosha killed the piglin that like showed her a drawing earlier in the movie, the burst of air that came out of the seats scared the heck out of me. Like anytime an arrow whizzed past, just boom, boom, just so much air everywhere. After escaping the Woodland Mansion, they run out to the bridge where Malgosha is waiting for them. Malgosha uses the gravity of her staff to grab the orb back. Jack Black and Henry get away, but Jason Momoa sacrifices himself, unable to get to them. The bridge blows up with Jason Momoa on it. Jack Black and Henry are whisked away on their gas because they hijacked one. And Steve and Henry crash land. But basically, Dawn and Natalie found them, and they wake up in the Red Mushroom Forest, now with Dennis, the lovable boy. I would like to say he's actually not the best boy out there. Blythe has that spot, but he's still pretty great. But then the overworld officially gets cast into darkness, and it's up to our crew to save it all. So Henry and Jack Black come up with a plan, and they execute it. Final battle time. They have a very Eye of Sauron looking tower, and the cube is basically at the very top of it. Henry and Natalie put down a bunch of iron golems. The piglins and the iron golems fight. Henry made one special iron golem with swiftness boots that basically made him like the leader of the crew. That golem fights the big hog, wins. Henry Enderpearls up to the top of the tower using the Enderpearl he got from the Woodland Mansion before an explosion knocks him off and Jason Momoa saves him. And then Jason Momoa and Henry use the gas to shoot at the tower, knocking it down, all while Dawn comes through with all of her wolves, taking down the rest of the pack. And that leaves Steve to fight Malgosha, and he has full diamond armor, basically everything except for diamond pants. I think those would have been really hard to move in, and they figured that out while they were making the movie. They're like, oh, how are we gonna get Jack Black to move? And you could tell he had a hard time moving as is, so they break that armor immediately. But in a pretty underwhelming battle, he does win effortlessly. Like I said in previous days, most of this battle is actually off screen, and we only actually see the beginning and the end of it. But yeah, all the piglins turned into zombie pigmen. Our crew can now go back to the world, and Natalie convinces Jack Black to use some of that magic from Minecraft in the real world. And so with that, Jack Black goes back. He ends up working with Jason Momoa and Henry, and they make an arcade game that's a huge hit called Block City Battle Buddies. Don goes on to do a bunch of stuff with Dennis the Wolf. Natalie opens up her own dojo, and the movie ends in another song. And that's Minecraft for you. But yeah, the 40X experience was pretty insane. It was pretty exciting not knowing how much each scene was gonna throw you around, and it added a new element to look forward to. Having said that, there were certain scenes where I was hanging on by a thread and trying to get through it. The experience itself was a 4, and if this was my first experience, I'd probably give the movie a 4. But seeing as this is the 4th time I've seen it in 4 days, I'm gonna have to give this movie a 2.75. I still enjoyed it and had a fairly good time, but the very generic nature of the movie is really starting to feel generic. I've seen it 4 times, I've seen it 2 times too many, so let's go make that a 3rd time too many. Tomorrow I'm seeing it in IMAX with as many people as I possibly can. Wish me luck. Please, please, please help me. The final day, a nearly sold out showing in IMAX. I could feel the freedom on the other side. One more showtime and the screen was huge. I took a picture of it and then I realized later that the person next to me wasn't wearing shoes or socks. But as the lights dimmed, I could tell it was going to be special. With the final showtime behind me, I could feel it. Freedom. It was indescribable. And I only had one more stop.
I see a sign taped up there. What do you bet? It's that the Minecraft meal is sold out. This is the final stop, so we'll see. Could we get a Minecraft movie Happy Meal? And we'll do that with a Sprite.
Sorry, unfortunately, we don't have any drinks at the moment. And any sauce for it?
I guess some Nether sauce.
I did it. My final toy. Diamonds? I got Steve. My diamonds. Gotta say, IMAX by far best audience. We had some crazy applause this time and everybody was in on the memes. Let's go over the biggest ones. When I was a child, I yearned for the mines.
I yearn for the mines.
Flint and Steel.
Flint and Steel.
The Nether.
The Nether.
I am Steve.
I am Steve.
Crushing loaves?
They're the villagers. They're total pacifists and vegetarians. And eat buttloads of bread. They love crushing loaves.
The Technoblade reference.
You some kind of candy?
Chicken Jockey.
Chicken Jockey.
The Minecraft line.
First we mine, then we craft.
And of course, the end credit scene.
I'm Alex, by the way.
Also, to avoid getting bored, I wrote down some strange details. Jason Momoa has 5 Spanish lines in the movie. There are 4 instances of singing. 10 guests die in the movie. Garrett the Garbage Man Garrison screams like a girl 47 times during the movie. And 5 Minecraft paintings show up and are visible in the movie. In the background of the classroom scene, I noticed a Liger, which is a reference to Napoleon Dynamite. The neon sign in Jason Momoa's shop changes from Game Over to Game Overworld. So now that I'm done, what are my thoughts? The Minecraft movie is a fun, imperfect movie. All 5 times I saw it, I had a good time in some parts or others. I wouldn't recommend watching it 5 times in a week. Consistently, the first 6 minutes are probably the best pace in the movie. And my favorite action sequence is probably the village fight up through the end of the flight sequence. This movie relies a lot on a good audience to enjoy it. Seeing this movie with new people and having a reactive audience made so much difference in my enjoyment of the film every single time. Of the 5 formats I watched it in, I have to give the crown to IMAX. The audience was great, the audio was great, the screen was great. While 40X was an amazing ride, it's hard to get as immersed into the movie when you're being throttled around. My least favorite way to watch the movie was definitely 3D. It didn't add any charm, there was the smallest amount of audiences, and I enjoyed it a lot more in every other format. On this final rewatch, I have to bump my rating back up to a 3.5 out of 5. The movie didn't stay fresh and original, and the plot is very weak, and I am genuinely exhausted of seeing the movie, but seeing all these people having so much fun with the Minecraft movie gave me a lot of joy. I know that they're making a Minecraft 2 now, and I just gotta say, if there were any lessons to be learned from the first movie, it can still be a fun and cartoony world, but I want to feel the stakes of it more. I want there to be some challenge, maybe a little bit more emotion and character depth. And obviously there's so much untapped potential for future movies. And at the end of the day, Jack Black felt like live action Poe to me, and I wouldn't mind seeing him in Minecraft too. And so now to answer the gigantic question you've all been waiting for, Is the Minecraft movie a Minecraft movie? Basically, does it feel like Minecraft? And I gotta say yes, but barely. I always saw Jack Black instead of Steve. Some scenes felt like Minecraft to me, whereas others felt like a scene with Minecraft as a backdrop. I would love to see them explore some darker themes. You know, the corruption of the end, maybe even Herobrine. Adventures feel more adventurous when there's stakes to go with those adventures. I still feel like they eased their way through the movie pretty effortlessly, so let me see those characters taking these risks. My expectations were so low going in, and I was pleasantly surprised. I ran the gauntlet, I finished the marathon. What did you guys think about the Minecraft movie?